My name's Vince Argentine. I own a company called Mocap Militia.
Okay.
We are a motion capture studio and outsourcing company that works for all the big titles in feature film and commercial and VR.
All right. So I see right here that they said you worked on Metal Gear Solid 5 and Saints Row 3 and 4. And Metal Gear Solid 5 wasn't one of my favorite games.
Me neither.
But
it's fun to work with Kiefer.
Yeah. That was the thing. Like I would love to have been there. Like it's Kiefer.
I was a huge 24 fan, and
Same here.
I love Jack Bauer. Like, hands down the ultimate ninja, right?
I will have to say I don't think so anymore. Did you watch 24 Live Another Day?
No, I'm not going to ruin it.
No,
it's
actually better. It's better, yeah, because he gets Yvonne Strahovski from like Chuck and everything, and we started calling her Jackie Bauer because we started noticing like, yo, I think she might have it in her, and then one day she started pulling guns on it. I'm like, oh my god, like what makes Jack Bauer better? Am I getting two of them?
The hard part about Metal Gear was I had to put facial dots on him.
Yeah.
And that's all good. But every single line I was listening to sounded like Jack. There was no like change in personality or character or anything. It's hard to see Snake as Jack.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Just randomly calling him up, having a CTE ringtone, because everybody had that at one point. Everybody had the CTE ringtone, and you felt incredibly important when it went off in public. I see also, you worked on Saints Row 3 and 4. How was
4.2 and currently Agents of Mayhem.
Agents of Mayhem, yo, I cannot wait. That is
going to be really good.
I mean,
and the whole crew at Volition.
Yeah, you had me at a Ahoy motherfucker.
So clever.
Yeah, and because of course, like my wife, she didn't catch it right away. But it said Volition, I'm like, it's going to be successor to everything I need it to be.
Yep.
And then I was watching the trailer, like, this is cute. And then Ahoy motherfucker came, and I'm like, can I send you my bank account? You have me, just let me murder stuff.
I think they finally cut out all the kind of weird, like Saints Row is very, very weird.
Yeah,
it was very kind of perverse in a way.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah, exactly.
They got rid of all that stuff.
Okay.
And now it's just very campy, comedic, shoot 'em up.
Oh, that's awesome because
each character has an amazing personality to it.
I can't wait.
Really cool.
How was it actually doing the? So I'm guessing you're still working on Agents of Mayhem right now.
We just wrapped. Technically, there may be a couple pickups, but it's been a year that we've been working on it because they have 150 playable characters. 150 playable characters.
Did not know. Oh my god.
They're releasing 20 in the
beginning. That's great. I love it. That's going to be a lot because
they all have their own special moves. They all have their own things.
Yes, I can't wait because there's one we used to play Saints Row together. Because the first Saints Row I loved because of course people tried to knock it as a GTA knockoff, but to me it was one of the first video games where I got to see myself in it. Yeah. And I was like, no, I love this. And of course Keith David was in it, so I was all the way in. He's like the voice of Jesus to me. You know what I mean? And then 2 came in, and it was just so customizable. At that time, I was working for a game store, and of course, we get the games early. I just remember unboxing it, just playing it in the back. I'm like, I'm the manager. You go work out front and sell stuff. I'm playing Saints Row right now. I'm breaking out of jail. And then realizing, because of course you grow as you get older. I didn't realize kind of really how revolutionary Saints Row was. Being that was the first game where you could change your Tinder if you needed to. You know what I mean? And something you still Grand Theft Auto is not doing that. You know what I mean? And Saints Row been there. You know what I mean?
The rules go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It makes sense, but all the crates you can do, especially Saints Row, I think, what was it, I want to say 3 was when they started bringing in, or was that 4, when they started bringing in the superpower. So it kind of really changed everything. So how did it really, if you worked on the other ones, how did it feel to change everything you were doing, because there was so much more that the character could do now?
Honestly, on the motion capture side of things, it was actually the same actors.
Okay.
Volition uses the same 6 people for all of their games.
Awesome.
And so it was the same team, same actors, same kind of routine. Mm-hmm. So it didn't really, I didn't see much change. Because on motion capture side of things, we work on it before it becomes polished and beautiful. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing all the moves, we're seeing all that stuff, we're seeing a couple of the characters here and there. Yeah. But I think they've just gone way overboard with personality. The characters have way more personality than Saints Row.
Yeah, you could definitely because Saints Row basically you were the personality, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they were cool, but you could see from the trailer for Mayhem, it was oh no, this is
next level.
Yeah, this is amazing. What has been, I would say, your best thing, like, you know, video game you felt you've done mocap-wise, that you really knocked it out the park?
Last of Us.
You did Last of Us.
We worked on it a little bit. Yeah, we were backup support for the Naughty Dog and Sony San Diego team.
Yeah,
so like they threw all the hard shots to us.
Yeah, you guys nailed it.
Dogpiling, where you're like, you have 6 zombies dogpiling on one person. Mm-hmm. Their team was a little overwhelmed, so they sent that to us, and we got to work out through all the hard stuff.
You guys still knocked it out. I'll never forget. I told the story on my podcast. That game broke me within the first day because you know, like you don't know what it is because. It was like, okay, a shooter. And like, I used to do like...
You're correct in the first 5 minutes.
I used to do like professional shooters and everything. So I'm like, I can knock this out. Like, people told me to play Dead Space back in the day, and I put it down because I'm like, this game is too easy. Like I shoot people, you know, in Halo for a living. So, oh, a scary thing? No, twitch you. I kill it. But then I'm playing as this little girl, and I'm like, okay. And I remember, I'll never forget. And, you know, we're on podcast, so I can say this. Like, I was inebriated with some marijuana, and my wife was next to me, and I'm playing the game as this little girl, and she gets murdered. And I just look over to my wife, and she's hardcore. Right, and I'm just like, well, what? It's like 11:30 at night.
There's some gnarlier games coming out. Like, I recently worked on, I can't say much about it, but the new Wolfenstein.
Oh my god. Yeah, I knew I knew there was a new one coming. Wolfenstein has been, like, it was crazy.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, I remember, because I think it was like 2 years ago they came out with the big first one that came out, and it was so great, because you don't get shooters like that anymore. Like, you let me do a little sniper rifle. I need that in my life. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to experience it, because of course, like, you know, we're a gaming podcast, so like E3, that was like every day we were giving out news. And, you know, I was sitting there watching the Bethesda screening, and that command line came up, and they started going through the games, and I was like, that Wolfenstein one is not a game I heard about before. And then, of course, the internet exploded with it real quick, but there's been no confirmation. I don't think so.
There's some celebrities involved, too.
Oh, really? Oh, I can't wait. Like, that's like
just
that.
A little taste.
Yeah, that and Doom have, like, really had me and my friends going. Because it's just why not kill people? Like, you had me at killing Nazis, so I'm all the way in, you know what I mean? So I can't wait. How did you actually get started doing all this stuff?
Let's see. I started I knew what I wanted to do when I was 10 years old.
Really?
I was a gamer since like 8 years old.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to work in the movie industry, kind of, but that seemed really stressful. Mm-hmm. I started with an internship at 15 and did an internship at a place called Alias Wavefront that made a program called Maya 1 back in the day. And that kind of got me into the 3D animation world. And I went to school at Art Institute and went for animation. And that's where I found motion capture.
That's awesome. Because that was about to be my next question. Because like I know people personally that for like years have been telling me like, oh yeah, I was want to get into the game industry, and I'm like, cool. Like, what are you doing to get there? You know what I mean? Because like, of course, you know, you can pretty much do anything.
You can play on, but you're going to be a tester.
It's way different to actually start creating. You know what I mean? And it's also always awesome when you find out early in life that's what you want to do. Like, I have a friend. He just realized, I want to say at like 29, he wanted to be an MMA fighter.
Oh, and that's a little late.
Yeah, and the thing is, like,
you're already giant.
He is though, and that's the thing. Like, our favorite joke with him is he has no neck, and to the point where people started believing it. Like, they would see him like, oh, you're a normal person.
There's no chokehold on that guy.
Exactly. It's like I remember because he used to be on our podcast with us, and every once in a while, I'll just say like, you know, Charles is late coming to the show. It's okay. He forgot his neck. He had to come pick it back up and bring it over with him. But you know, like he always said, like, oh man, like it sucks. Like I wish I knew earlier I wanted to do this. Please in the Air Force and stuff. But when you know early on it's what you want to do, it kind of, you know, obviously you still got your ups and downs in life, but it really helps, you know, get you in that right direction from the get-go.
I'll put it, like you said, there's a lot of people that like still don't know what they want to do when they're 40.
Yeah.
You know, but once you do figure that out, you kind of like get in the race, and it's all about how much time you put in.
Awesome.
You know, Instead of going to parties in college, I stayed home and worked on the computer.
It's what I should have done.
Yeah.
It's what I should have. It's
now I'm getting invited to all kinds of industry parties for free and all this stuff.
Yeah,
so it like pays off in the end, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Quita, do you have any questions? All right, then I will just ask one last one before we wrap up. What has been your proudest? I already asked, like, you know, your most favorite thing. But what was your proudest achievement through the time you started this? Like, we were like, holy shit, I made it. Like, this is real now.
That's a tough one. I actually got a chance one time on Tintin to shake Steven Spielberg's hand. And that was
wow.
a big one.
Yeah,
I was like, I had a junior with me, and Steven walked in, and my junior assistant guy, his jaw hit the ground, and his eyes got that big, and it was just like one of those moments where it's like, oh, hi, Mr. Spielberg, nice to meet you, and he was very interested in what we were doing, and really cool guy.
That's awesome. All right,
that was one of those like high achievement.
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
Royalty.
That is always up there. Not wash your hand for a day or so. This is the hand. But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.